Hi, I'm Jennifer from Meisner Sewing and Vacuum Center, and today I'm going to demonstrate for you the Husqvarna Viking OPAL 690 and share with you some of the fabulous features that this machine has. I love the size of this machine. I think it's great for taking to class. I love the little things about this machine. I love that there is a ruler right here, and I've used it so many times and just had to measure something real quick and it's just convenient. I love the way that Viking put the accessory tray in the back. So it doesn't bother me, it doesn't get in my way, but when I need it, it's right here. Very well organized, everything in its place. It's very thoughtful. I also really like the stitches up top. I can take a look and pick out the stitch that I want to use, and I don't have to go through my book or thumb through many pages. The screen is very simple, so when I am wanting to do a fun stitch, like maybe this one here, I just tap the little icon, I just tell it which menu I want to do, and then type in the number, touch OK, and I've got that stitch. On screen, it has set the length, it has set the width, and it's set the tension, so I don't have to know any of those things. It is suggesting that I use a stabilizer, and it's suggesting what needle that I'm going to use. And so all I have to do is start sewing, away we go, I've got my great stitch. Another thing that is really a special feature is Viking's exclusive sewing advisor. With the Husqvarna Viking, I just tap right up here, and I have all of the fabrics that I'm going to use. I don't often sew on knits, and so if I'm doing a hem, I can tell it I'm doing stretch light, and then I can go to the technique, and I can say I'm doing a hem. It takes me to the perfect stitch for that fabric, so I don't have to wonder, do I have the right stitch? It's already picked it for me, so I love that. And it does that with buttonholes and leather and the works. We have lots of choices, and in the techniques we have seam, overcast, based, blind hem, buttonhole. Buttonhole's another big one because I don't always know what buttonhole to do with what fabric, so I'll just tell it what fabric I'm doing and what technique I want to do. Nice and easy. I also really like the simplicity of the screen here. Everything's easy to understand, and I don't have to get my book out for questions. Like I have reverse, and I have presser foot up and down. So of course one of my favorite features is that I just start sewing and the foot goes down, but sometimes you need to put the foot down yourself, so you have that right there. We have start stop feature, so I don't have to use the foot control if I don't want to. And we have the fix. This is a special little thing too. It always comes on and it ties a little knot before my stitching, so I don't have to worry about my stitch coming out or undone, and I don't have to use the reverse. It'll just be right there. And then, of course, the scissors is my favorite. Cutting the scissors, it cuts my thread at the bottom, brings it back, and I don't have to draw it out and cut it on the side. It's just a favorite little feature. This machine is very simple to work. Another thing that I really love about the Vikings is that you don't have to unthread the machine to wind a bobbin, which I find is such a useful convenience. You just take your thread, put it right up top, take the thread from the needle, and it crosses over these two little metal pads, and that's another little thoughtful thing, so it doesn't ruin the plastic and make a groove. So I just go right over the top, wrap it around a few times, and push it over. I'm winding my bobbin. Simple and easy. When I go to put my bobbin back in, I don't have to worry about which way, because it will only go in one way. So if I put it in, I can't put it in wrong. I can only put it in the correct way. And that just makes me know that everything's always perfect. There. So then, we're ready to go. I'm gonna go back up here, choose a straight stitch. Okay. Now I have my seam ready to go. That little hesitation, if I wanted to go backwards, I could touch the reverse, and it'll take and do the stitch in reverse until I tell it to stop. And if we're doing twin needles, we have a secondary spool holder right here. Everything's right at my fingertips. I love this machine. And if you'd like to see more about this machine, come on into the store. We'll give you a great demo.